ready to give these fans what they paid for?
We know MP came ready to play.
We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having any issue at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the word "no."
You're the one in charge,
And if you're considering joining us for future Warriors games,
Greetings and thanks for ending your Monday on 2K Sports with some NBA hoops. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Golden State Warriors. On Wednesday, they'll host the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Saturday, they'll be facing Bradley Beal and the Phoenix Suns.
And that game against Houston, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. You just hope they are able to execute their game plan as it should be a close one.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Schroeder and Thomas make up the backcourt. Nicholas Claxton out there with Trendon Watford. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. And for Golden State, Wiggins and Kuminga at the forward. A lot of bounce there. Then it's Green. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Mr. Clutch in at the point. And close to a quarter of the way into the season now, Grant, how aware are the players of where they are in the season?
You know, B.A., you generally are aware of where you are in the year, but you rarely see guys counting games played or anything like that.
Now here's Thomas. Bogdanovich, no good. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Brooklyn with the board. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team. Outside Schroeder on the take. Green with the defensive effort. Here's Wiggins. The 15-footer is good.
Well, there's that in-between game, right? Wiggins silky smooth from the start.
Now the Nets with it. Schroeder passes to Watford. And there's the screen. Pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Watford. And here's Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get off a shot here. And again, it's the Nets missing.
3 straight misses to begin the game, not the start they were hoping for.
Kuminga with a screen on Schroeder. Here's Mr. Clutch. Knocks it down from distance.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Schroeder passes to Bogdanovich. Back to Schroeder. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
You know, I think one of the important things for Dennis Schroeder is to keep trying to become more and more efficient. Let his offense come naturally and improve as a distributor.
A nice shot by Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got 5.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
They get it back.
Yet another miss, just 1 for 5, not exactly an ideal start.
Such a wide open look.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Watford outside. Outside Schroeder. Outside Bogdanovich. It's Thomas on the wing. He's covered by Curry. Thomas misses.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Well, the Nets are still feeling the ramifications of trading for James Harden, Doris.
Well, BA, consider in that trade, they gave away Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, and 4 first-round picks for a total of just 80 games played for James Harden. The reverberations are still being felt.
Now here's Bogdanovic. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game.
Well, you can see Schroeder willing to take more and more threes. If you're going to stay in the league, you've got to make them.
Here's Mr. Clutch. It's a three-point game.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Now Schroeder. He's got 6. Nice move. Going inside. Rebounded by Green.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Kuminga. And Watford pulls it down.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Now here's Watford. Still no points. Snatched up. Here's Schroeder. And another shot. Thomas, left side. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Claxton. That one goes in.
That's a tremendous pass from Schroeder. This guy's such a dependable offensive player.
There's the drive. Brooklyn with the board. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
They had a tough time beyond the arc. A lot of their possessions.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Nets. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Johnson is out there with Trendon Watford. Then it's Ben Simmons, and it's Wilson in at the 2 guard. Here's Mr. Clutch. He drops it from range. Mr. Clutch has got 10 points.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end. 3rd foul of the half, and that's the risk you take leaving him out there.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Here's Simmons. Pass to Watford. Here's Johnson. Johnson passes to Finney-Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Now here's Johnson. 19-footer. And it's Simmons missing. And stolen by Simmons. And here's Johnson. Watford, right side. Johnson finds Simmons. Johnson a screen on Kuminga. Shot clock at 6. Here's Simmons. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Well, this is exactly where Ben Simmons looks to become assertive. The closer he is to the cup, the more dangerous he is.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Right at the free throw line. The Warriors pull it in. Mr. Clutch has got 5 rebounds tonight. The 3 from Curry. There he is. The three-point king delivers on cue.
Ideally, you want to chase Stephen Curry off the three-point line, but folks, it is not as easy as you might think.
Johnson against Curry from outside the arc, and Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got his 2nd basket of the game. Golden State has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. Kuminga with a screen on Simmons. And there's the drive. Oh, they keep the ball out of the cylinder, but they pick up the foul in the process. 2 shots coming at the line.
Almost converts despite the contact.
And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Clowney, he's checked in for Watford. Pass to Johnson. Kenny Smith, a screen for three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. A tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
They hit a couple big shots, but overall, there was a lack of consistency. Just not their night at the offensive end.
You know what? There was a lot of standing around in that basketball game. Failing to move bodies and failing to move the basketball is a bad formula.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
Milton's checked in for Brooklyn.
We're showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
It's the little plays like that that can make all the difference. Not boxing out on free throws is a killer.
And slam dunk by Simmons.
This close to the rim, Ben Simmons just leaves no doubt.
Kuminga with a screen on Milton. Here's Mr. Clutch. Out of bounds, it'll be the Nets ball. And a moment now to take a look at a terrific player who has earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
He has been so impressive on defense, and it really comes down to effort. He has been working so hard to terrorize the offense and keep them under pressure at all times.
Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas comes in for Milton. Here's Thomas. He's coming off a 25-point game against Sacramento. Simmons looking around. Tries the spin move. Spins to the rack. Rebounded by Green.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that. And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Milton's checked in for Ben Simmons. Some of the hottest players in the league to show you now. The top scorers among shooting guards during the previous 10 games. And you look at Thomas, 3rd in the association. Just makes scoring look effortless. Man, he's fun to watch.
Yeah, the absolute best of the best at the shooting guard position. I mean, they can score the ball and flat out dominate defenses.
You know, and that's why it often requires more than one man to defend against any of them. These players draw more double teams than any group in the league, and they still are able to put up points at a devastating rate.
Payton against Johnson. Milton for 3. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Mr. Clutch. Jams it in off a great move.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Brooklyn with the ball. Trailing by 10. Milton surveys the floor. Pass to Thomas. Puts up a deep 3. Warriors with the rebound. To the middle. Here's Mr. Clutch. Fires for 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Doris, someone who plays within himself. Nick Claxton knows what his team wants from him.
There's real value in a player understanding his role, and that's Nick Claxton. Sprint the floor, rebound, rim protect. He knows who he is and what puts him on the floor.
The Warriors lead by 8. Here's Mr. Clutch. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. Pass to Curry. Here's Mr. Clutch. No good with the triple.
His 4th foul already, and we're not even at halftime.
So it's the Golden State Warriors in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Well, looking at the Warriors, they've had some hiccups early on, but I don't think that takes away from the potential of this team. With their talent and coaching, they could easily mount a challenge for the top spot before it's over.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Warriors.
They've kept the ball moving. No one's trying to be a hero, and you see the results.
Yeah, they're just not slinging it around. They are passing with a purpose.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback. Kuminga plays the 4 with Draymond sliding up to the 5. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Mr. Clutch in at the point guard position. That's the Warriors 5. Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. Do you think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Well, you know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star.
And now an update on Ben Simmons from Allie LaForce. What do you have, Allie?
Thanks. I got some news from Brooklyn's head athletic trainer. Right now, there's some pain when they try to move the joint. They're calling it a hyperextended shoulder. Adversity hitting this team early, but that will create opportunities for others to step into new roles. It'll be interesting to see how these changes come together, Brian.
All right, Allie, thanks. Appreciate the update. Obviously, guys, you hate to see an injury like this.
Yeah, just so tough. It comes with the territory of being a professional athlete. But yes, here's hoping he recovers soon.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
11 feet out. Schroeder can't get it to go.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Here's Wiggins. And again, it's Golden State.
Well, Andrew Wiggins, if you allow him to work in space, turn the lights out.
Outside Schroeder. Yep, that one's good. Schroeder's got 13.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Green with a screen on Schroeder. Mr. Clutch can't hit.
Not himself from range right now. But the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Pass to Schroeder. Thomas outside. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Give him 8 points now.
Never shy about letting it fly. Cam Thomas, folks.
Mr. Clutch passes to Green. Here's Mr. Clutch. Pulls it. The offensive rebound. Good on the jump shot. Mr. Clutch has got 4 points in the quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
Substitution on the court.
.54 seconds left in the third quarter. Looney, a screen on Milton. Mr. Clutch. And the shot's good. Mr. Clutch has got 23.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. We saw two different teams tonight. One
right, MP.